Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from the matchup between JDG and KT during the quarterfinals of Worlds 2023. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Not going to be ready for this. They're trying to set up the dive angle as well. 369. I don't know how close he is to 6. Dominus would be huge. Cannot be going to get spotted soon because he's on the other end of the wall.
He is on the grump right now. Looks like Kanavi's not really looking for it. 369 trying to bait him in, and it's going to work. The Dominus comes out. There's the crash down. And Cuz is going to turn up. He flashes forward. Can they get it? No, they can't. First blood picked up by JDG. Immediately answered, though, by KT. And now the junglers are battling it out. But I think two tanks probably just going to have to walk away.
Although,
yeah, I have a feeling I know who's favored as far as the smite. But let's see whether the fight does actually happen. BDD over the wall. Backflip landing is now Keen will turn up. Knight in a bit of trouble as there's the ult forward from BDD. He's into the shroud now. Can they actually get this one to work? Kanavi gets himself out. Perfect execution, shuts him down. And the Dominus is still going to be there. Keen is very low and Knight is there to support the Crocodile. The flash forward. 369's gigantic. And BDD just has to get over that wall.
the big thing here as well, missing joining the rest of the team. It's going to be a favorable kill. Check it up.
Great read from KT on just saying, hey, yes, you have some of these champions that might be more you better utilized at these early Rift Herald fights, but you burnt everything. Now Kanavi trying to match for Cuz on this top side.
Yeah, Keen going aggressive once again. There's the Dominus, and Kanavi's going to turn up. Let's see how this fight is going to work. Great ult comes through from Cuz, and now Keen's trying to survive. It's not going to work out. Whoa! It doesn't work. We've seen this before in the last gank play, and once again, the tanks just walk away.
It's exactly the same play. 369 gets... And also with Keen flashing from Kanavi's crashdown, so really JDG able to play around this. Renekton might have a fight here towards the bottom half of the map. Aiming!
Yeah, there's the knock-up onto aiming. He's trying to get out, does use everything, but does manage to escape. Lands there to help out as Cuz getting down here as well. Moonlight Vigil, decent amount of damage, but he can't really get in there. Decent Arctic Assault, but now the knock-up comes through, and this Sejuani's in a bit of trouble. Teleport to come forward, though the Glacial Prison connects, and now it's BDD's going on a rampage. Aiming grabs a kill onto Kanavi. Ruler's still up, though, still doing a fair bit of damage. And Knight has made his way down as well, but that's a one fight for KT unless... No, Cuz gets out, he's fine.
I mean, great turnaround from KT, the immediate teleport from BDD. Phenomenal answer, he picks up a kill for himself, and now Knight looking for more.
Oh, BDD, there's the flash over from Lehens. BDD doing a lot of damage, perfect execution comes through, Ruler is there, and Knight, he's got command protect, that will keep the zero. These 5v5.
I will say though, Knight might be in trouble here as BDD is there, but I want to highlight, like, I think KT have really prepped for JDG as...
Ooh,
yeah, good.
Escape.
Wait,
Missing
Missing's still here.
cannon, that's going to work out. Missing is here though, and we'll see whether BDD can get out of that. He ults forward, the dodges, gets out after the charm, and BDD's still alive. He's an actual ninja. It's happened.
What a play from BDD, styling on JDG in that bottom side, and buying enough time now.
Style as the fog being toggled. Are they going to try and make a play?
Yeah, in goes Cuz. 369's pretty tanky, but Permafrost has stacked up. They get the teleport out, and KT say, no, not biting off more than that, and they will take the summoner spell.
Still a big win, particularly because the 1-0-3-9's aiming.
This is a bit of a problem. Aiming's going to flash, but they have their eyes set on Lehens, and Ruler will be able to take him down comfortably. It should be this turret falling as well, unless this teleport's going to work out. Cuz moving his way forward as well. Keen, Counter-Strike has been primed, and the Glacial Prison is going to land on a missing, but he's going to be able to battle dance his way away. He doesn't even have to here. The KT now bearing down on this outer turret mid.
Oh, they're going to try and get something out of this play because the teleport investment not really paying off just yet.
They do manage to get the turret here, but JDG, they formed the Phalanx again.
Nonetheless, maybe Kanavi can steal again.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe they don't need control. Maybe they just need the horse to just wander away in there. As KT, 4 members here already set up. You can see BDD lurking in the sideline. 369 goes in, aiming, trying to escape from the Crocodile. He'll get away, but Lance, he may not be so lucky. Knight in trouble as well, though, as he flashes away. BDD trying to get into the Moonlight Vigil, flies forward, and Amy's going to lock down the first kill. Ruler's dead as well as BDD. Perfect execution! And KT will tear JDG apart! Is this really happening?
And they might.
It's only game 1, but still they're managing to win team fights.
And KT are able to absorb the initial blow of JDG. 369 goes in on aiming, but it's the Lulu that I think is the big difference maker. That
I really feel that JDG just trying to find someone that's caught out of position. try and get that one pick to try and find an angle. KT have already started off the Baron, though.
this
It's
is
down
gone.
to 50% health. Missing has no idea. Kanavi's going to move forward. The teleport's going to come in. Can Cuz manage to lock this down? He just walks in. But this time, Cuz gets the smite. The Magnet Storm comes through as well, but KT are just standing their ground. Kanavi ripped to shreds. BDD grabs one. And 369 JDG are just running for the hills. BDD's flashing forward. Knight, 5-point strike after 5-point strike, and the Shuriken is going to land. BDD grabs a double, and KT get the Baron and the kills.
KT are standing here.
I feel nothing. This is nothing happening as they push on forward.
Yeah,
They might look for the
369's
end.
gonna die. Ruler, the last man standing. There is 5 seconds left on Kanavi, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. The teleports are coming in. KT gonna take down the first inhibitor of the game. And they're looking for Nexus turrets now. Kanavi thrown around like a ragdoll. Good double knockup, but the follow-up's not there from Missing, and Ruler is executed. That's going to be that. KT, off the back of an exemplary performance, will take game number 1 over JDG. We're only just getting started now, though.
Difference is specifically BDD's role in this draft, because you actually do have, again, a strong top 2v2. I do think that JDG this time around is a lot scarier, and I think that Nico really changes how a lot of those early skirmishes will play out. But it is, again, you know, Renex and Viego can set up for the stun for each other, get the...
You've now got this long range on the Jinx as well. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for you to find those moments.
They
to
don't
pop
know.
back.
He's managed to sneak in. Cuz now looking for that opportunity. Knight, can he actually find it? Shape Splitter comes through to confuse them, but they will not be confused this time. First blood goes to Cuz, and KT are on the board.
And it's Cuz's pathing there is able to clear full towards top, and then just... I don't think KT can contest. Knight actually getting the prio. Early Drake might be going over. KT, they are still moving up though.
Level 5 for Lehens doesn't have that hostile takeover as now they're looking for the fight. Grand Entrance is going to connect. There's the Pop Blossom onto Cuz. They know exactly who they want. Bailout not going to connect.
Flash!
And aiming has to flash to get out. Lehens going to do the same thing. The Zap is going to be blocked by the Renata, but that is still just a pickup for JDG, and they get the Dragon in these team fights later on, and they have so much peel available. With Pop Blossoms, cease and desist, things like that, as Cuz on a ward here towards this bottom side. JDG just wasting a lot of his time here. Kanavi moving in as well.
Knight's on the way.
Yeah, there is the handshake, but it doesn't actually stop it. Teleports to come in. Lehens is trying to bail himself out, but it does not work. And now Knight's looking for the opportunity. Cease and desist onto BDD, and he gets picked up by the Pop Blossom. Has to flash. Moonlight Vigil is going to miss! And Aiming cannot find it. BDD is now running for the hills. He needs a dissonance if he wants to get out of this one. Dodges the zap. Missing is still just diving into the back of this pit. Ballbreaker is being charged. There it is. Oh, the secure does come through from Lehens. Missing, not going to quite find the engage he was looking for, though. Cuz going very, very low. It's a Hex Soul. This is going to be a big one, but the fight is still going. Keen turns up. Missing's trying to get out with the Grand Entrance. Keen, can he find an angle? The answer is no! And Missing just traipses his way out.
Looking at a Hextech Rift, both for like champions like Aatrox and Nico and the Renekton, can be a really big boon as KT are looking to contest.
Yeah, it's a 5-man unit here from KT. Lehens looking for the avenue, doesn't get it with the handshake as they're giving up on Finds 4 into the back line, and now Missing is going to layer that CC. Aiming lands some damage, but it's not going to save this massacre from JDG. BDD's going to flash, but 369 is still looking for more, and JDG win another team fight.
Knight says, BDD, you had your moment in the last game. Might have a bit of a moment now as Kanavi.
Yeah, Kanavi going to go back in.
No way!
No way! Of course he's flashing in! That used to be the ruler position. This time he's taking names.
And it's JDG taking down KT. They get the Rift Herald. They get the fight. They get the mid lane tower. JDG have come alive in game 2.
And it's not
Too absurd. 2 items now completed. She'll be quickly working up towards that rapid fire cannon. Ruler is poised to take over this game, and nice. Trying to see if he can take over against BDD.
Yeah, another shockwave to come through here from BDD as Pop Blossom comes down. BDD might just be okay with it. Super Mega Death Rocket will be avoided, and now the Clockwork wind up. Can he find the attack? There it is, and 369, he wants to get this kill over to Ruler. He's running as fast as his little legs can carry him, but it's Kanavi that is going to end up taking.
his Shadow Flame as well.
Keep your eyes on 369 though. He's got push in mid and could look for a really big flank on KT here.
Look at the vision.
Yeah, Aiming's got decent guns, does move to a Calibrum for some extra range, and now KT, they're in a choke point, the charm's too massive from the quickness, as BDD is not going to get bailed out of this one. 369 locks down the first kill, and they are just running them over. Keen is trying to be a blender, but he's just getting blended. Cuz gets out of there, but that is 4 for JDG, and they look unstoppable.
It is a three-pronged approach from JDG. 369.
They're damned to get resources onto Amy, as he's going to clear out this top wave tower. But it means that you're going to lose almost everything here on the bottom half of the map.
Yeah, they are just going to be able to take down this inner turret. Inner in the mid lane also falling as aiming versus 369. Don't like your chances aiming, and he's just going to be put in the
Doesn't
ground.
even flash. He's like, nope.
Yeah, no, I think he knew it. As these inhibitor turrets are going to follow suit. Keen looking for some sort of opportunity to keep himself alive, but he's just getting torn apart. Kanavi, once again, just queuing forward. He is not afraid of anything. Shockwave going to be avoided. Pop Blossom onto 3. And I think this one's done and dusted. An instant triple kill here for Ruler. Minions. And I think in 26 minutes, JDG will fight back, and they'll fight back hard. It's a best of 3, boys.
What a performance from JDG in game number 2. Playing off of lane stage.
Unlike in the previous game. I think the composition, Viego was a little bit divided about, but the rest, if you are able to win the early skirmishes, I think that composition can function. This time around, the Weaver hands on his Nautilus, which is by far his most successful champion. Tries to go for something there with both summoners being available for a Ruler, as well as missing. There's just no shot you're ever going to get them as Ruler flashing his...
Up towards this Rift Child to secure that one again.
Yeah, Lahen's actually going to get spotted here by missing. He does grand entrance over to him. It looks like JDG will just claim this Rift Herald. No contest here from KT, realizing that they were beaten to the punch on this one.
Trying to throw an ultimate out there, especially because Herald's gone and Dragon is in 2.5 minutes as they're going up. Kanavi is hiding in the shadows, though.
Yeah, Cuz looking for that opportunity. Well done, it comes down. There's the Magnus Storm. First blood goes to Keen, though. Empress Divide going to be used for the disengage, and they'll take a plate along with it.
Where'd he go? Well, Mythic's just been plonked down in mid. JDG want to look for the fight.
Yeah, reset comes through on the Dragon. Now it's JDG that is set up. Cuz moving on over, spotted on the ward, missing, always knows what's going on here as BDD is trying to deal with this giant piece of shellfish, and it looks like it is going to be 2 Drakes going over to JDG in trade for no money picked up from that Rift Herald. So 2 plates, I guess.
Cloud?
And it's going to be Earth, Wind, and Fire, boys. This is, we can group tonight, guaranteed. As, okay, Cuz is just going to get caught out. The Magnus Storm is going to be used for more of just a celebration of the circles. And JDG, they'll grab a red buff as well to this point, but it's not exactly great news. 369 really feeling good about how this one's working. Okay, yeah, Keen doesn't have a lot of options, and now Counter-Strike is on cooldown as well. In comes BDD, though. Keen, can he actually get the kill? There it is for 369. Emperor's Divide is going to pick that one up, but BDD had to invest his flash, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
That was pixels away from missing from 369. Just barely catches him, the Darkened Blade. And now the TP up to top side just to try and keep that CS
down there. Looks like Knight will be able to pick it up. And BDD doesn't
misses
hit
the Emperor's Divide. Going to be able to get out of there. Knight only needed the combo. These commands from the Orianna. KT looking to close in. It's a familiar area. Opposite sides of the rift, though, for both of these teams. KT still looking to try and get out of here. The Q doesn't land. The Infernal Chains don't work either. Emperor's Divide comes in, but the quickness is too good. BDD trying to escape, but he won't get out. But it's Ruler that manages to take him down, and now Cuz is on the run. Kanavi is looking for him. It's a double for the Sivir, and they are not done yet. In they go once again. The Crashdown tries to get Cuz out, but is Keen going to survive? He is. Still, KT are done with this fight.
Colossal win there for JDG. They're able to take down BDD and Lahen's as the people on KT a little bit too far forward. They see the moment of weakness, a lot of investment, but 2 kills, a mid lane turret. He wasn't able to actually do any damage. BDD obviously bought a little bit of time, but wasn't nearly enough. And, you know, this is not taking into account that this is JDG. Ruler!
Yeah, Hook is going to connect there. Ruler going to be taken down underneath his outer turret mid lane. There it is, the Ruler position. It worked out the last game. He's going to get punished for it this time.
Get the separation. BDD's pushed out, and BDD is going down again.
Well, Lehens is going to get taken out in this one. Aiming trying to offer some damage back, but they are some tanky members of JDG. Now Cuz, 1 versus 3, but does have BDD waiting in the wings. The Magnet Storm comes through. BDD trying to get the autos across, is now Aiming is going to join the fight. BDD still at full health, swoops in, picks up, missing, but he's going to dash out of there immediately. Rule is trying to pop up, but he can't actually get to this fight because Kanavi's already dead. Keen looking for an opportunity. Infernal Chains, leap strike to the ward, and Keen gets out.
And it starts off with a Cloud Drake for KT. So if KT overinvests, JDG just goes to Baron, takes that. There is enough vision though, and we see Cuz and Lehens looking as Keen is in a flank.
Oh yeah, huge flank position. There's the Magnet Storm. We'll see whether Jackson can get in here because Missing has found everyone. 2-man Empress Divide comes in, Aiming is starting to free hit, but it's a double kill for Ruler. The Sivir is ripping them to shreds, and Keen was too late to this one. BDD did manage to grab one there, but they'll still grab the triple kill, and they'll grab the soul. BDD looks for Missing, but of course, Missing's just fine.
It is a miscommunication on KT as Cuz goes in so deep. Keen isn't.
They desperately wanted to make sure that they were going to be on the map to contest this, but it does give an opportunity now for 369 to say, hey, we're going to play slow, maybe play for Keen actually.
Yeah, it does get slowed down by the dissonance there. Shockwave is going to pick up Keen. Counter-Strike comes in, but it's not going to be enough. In the meantime, another fight is going to break out. It's 3 versus 4, and JDG are doing all right. Kanavi goes golden for now. Knight takes down BDD, and it's on Aiming. If KT are going to make this one work, it has to be him, but he's dead already. And there's the shutdown to come through. Cuz the last man standing, and JDG, I think they've just gone to match point.
They find their one opportunity.
Teamfight comp. It's because of plays like that. They invest 2 people to the top side of the map, get a free kill on Keen, and then somehow win the fight on the other end as well.
And it wasn't like they were massively ahead. They are now, and they're going to take down a Nexus as well as JDG. They are 1 step away from the semifinals.
And now he's completely transformed himself from the man that he once was into such a big Gragas connoisseur. It's going to be a doozy in that top lane to try and beat Keen.
Gragas also, you're playing into 2 immobile carries on the enemy team. Both Syndra
Or in this jungle setup.
Well, Cuz completely unseen. He can blast Cone over, but instead the Vault Breaker is going to be charged. Finds it there onto Kanavi. And now it's a Smite War. Ward is in the brush there for KT, is Missing, moves on up. I believe it was Cuz that secured it. Going to be able to take that one away from Kanavi. Already a leg up, but they're looking for more. Vault Breaker connects once again. The flash forward from Lehens, but Kanavi's able to get over the wall with his own. And now the Grand Entrance comes forward. They know that Lehens is vulnerable. Ruler is looking for it. Kanavi finds it. First blood goes to Ruler, and BDD finds a scatter onto 3. Kanavi goes down, and now Ruler is running. Cuz is going to push him away, and Knight not going to be able to get in on this one. KT answer.
though, a little bit over eager. I think if the rotation is already there, as BDD is in trouble.
Yeah, meanwhile, in live, you can see BDD struggling here. The dissonance connects, there's the slow, and the punch the ground from Kanavi. Locks down the kill on the Syndra. To be able to space himself away from Knight and Kanavi. His flash halfway done, as KT will be able to secure this first round.
The one upside is that with Kanavi showing a mid-wave, Keen actually gets to fix his wave state. We'll see if 369 is able to hold him off. As the first Drake will go over to KT. It's
missing. You don't have stilled. Kanavi doesn't have 6 either.
Yeah, Kanavi going to look for this Rift Herald. Lehens in position. Aiming's already up here as well. Looks like the Lee Sin's going to have to exit the situation. BDD keeping Knight at bay, Missing, moving forward. JDG a little bit split. We'll see whether they can actually fight for this one, because you can see 369 does have the inside track. That is going to be the secure on the Rift Herald. And now 369 has to flash. Counter-Strike. Not going to be there. Keen didn't have his flash available to catch up to that Gragas. He's just too nimble. KT, they do get the...
They actually want to try and go for this. There's also basic... I think there's no mythic... mythics done across the board. That is a big spike. A lot of champions will look for, and I think KT are just going to give this one up.
Yeah.
And not able to find anything on the cross map either. Might get a teleport out of 369, but that is going to be all.
I was kind of surprised to see KT.
He's going to avoid the lane completely. Heads towards that bottom side. Ruler was pushing that one in. Teleport used bottom means that KT fighting around here could be a little bit dangerous. There's the flash forward from Cuz, though. They're looking for their target. Polymorph comes in, the exhaust lands onto 369. Aiming is looking for that kill. Takes so long to kill him. They're 1 for 1 so far, but there's the flash forward. They lock that one down. The unleashed power onto Kanavi, gets his flash. And he looks to escape. KT looking all right in the 2-for-1.
It's a whiff from 3-6. Take Rift, so we can have BDD on Nico.
Yeah, but we wanted
going in.
Nico. Yeah.
But I was going to say, you can do that for Missing, where Missing ends up just blasting himself into position with an ult. So now, Missing, you can see how sneaky he's trying to be right here. He wants to be the one to make that play onto KT. They have no idea Missing's here.
BDD is so far up, he still doesn't have his flash available.
He's got to be dead.
Oh no, Missing is going to show himself. BDD tries to scatter to get him out of the way, and he's not going to avoid this one. He's just going to get taken down. Didn't have a stopwatch, and even if he did, he would have just been dead. And now,
especially after KT take this mid lane tower.
So one Chemtech Drake in trade for this outer turret in mid lane. If KT can move towards the top side, then maybe they're going to be able to even out that trade. But with BDD falling down, does skew it in favor of JDG.
Oh, nice. You're being so disrespectful.
Well, no, because they have TP and Knight still has Crown. So, the TP!
Okay, in they come. Keen looks for it. It's 369 that they go for first. Scout of the week does come through, and there's a cease and desist. Gameplay button comes in, and that is 2 for free for KT.
It's a 2v5! Well, JDG were like, we can take this, and that is coming back to bite them. KT pounce immediately, and they'll move to mid to defend the tower.
Keen, I'm like, where are you going? He's going to get tagged.
You're going to connect. Their killer instinct comes in. Ruler wants it. Keen is not going to die just yet. Right now.
Oh, aiming.
Kanavi. Oh dear. Another Feather Storm put straight on cooldown. There's the kick, goes through Lahans. It's nicely done there. As Keen dives in, Kanavi might be out of position. He should have a safeguard relatively soon.
Look at BDD.
And now the scat of the week not going to work out here. There's a flash from Cuz, and he picks it up. The Mega Cone to disperse the players. And now Cuz could be on the wrong side of this. Missing, lurking. Lahans finds him. And a grand entrance comes in. I mean, we're not going to be engaging on this one. Just buttons being pressed. Lahans is flanking Missing while Kanavi is flanking Lahans, and Ruler is killing a ward. Cuz is still here. Of course, finds a Vault Breaker onto Missing, not the target. Cease and desist actually going to be invested here. He's dead. There's the leap strike. Keen's going to lock it down. I thought I'd never see the day. The Missing's overextended because he just seems to survive. Not that time.
The flanks were a puzzle, and we just couldn't see the whole picture.
Take down these control wards. These Mega Scryer's Blooms working out nicely as Missing once again going to be discovered. Cease and desist comes in, and KT are bearing down on them. There's the Vault Breaker, and Cuz just does it himself.
And Missing goes from not dying in with
It's looking like game number 1 again. Controlling the map, dictating the pace of these fights, and again, aiming at Lahans, having control over the bot side, means that Ruler just isn't that big of a threat. And now Cuz, he wants more chaos.
There it is once again. The cease and desist comes through. The flash comes out from Kanavi. Doesn't want to get himself in trouble. Teleport to come forward from Keen. He really wants to join this, and they might be thinking that it's Baron time, but in goes the quickness from Missing. Great knockoff, but there is so much damage on KT. He's not going to be doing that one again anytime soon. And JDG, they're going to get stunned. There's a flash over from Keen. Looking for even more with his counter-strike, and 369 will be pounded.
And
KT get another.
It looks like JDG are going to take it.
There's no way that this series cannot end in 5 games. After all the doubts, after everything, KT want to push us there. And Baron is in their sights.
Knight
and Ruler are all that's left.
Well, Ruler wants to try. The Shockwave! The Shockwave is massive on the BDD. Lahans goes down as well. And now the Killer Instinct comes forward. Aiming is looking for it, but Ruler says, not today, buddy. And they're even able to catch out Keen, who's looking for Kanavi. It was so good until it was just so bad for KT.
I got excited. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
And the roller coaster comes crashing down as Knight and Ruler say no. You will not take the Baron, and JDG turn it around.
And that is a shock. The Red Bull Baron power play is still continuing to tick northward. This could be up to 3,000 as this inner turret is going to be taken down. There was a lot of standing gold on this map, and you can see Cuz and BDD are in the top lane.
Yeah, they're
going to be able to take this inner
this.
turret, but the inhib should just be taken down here by JDG. If 4-man strong, still looking to press forward, and 369 might be able to stop the backs. Exactly right, JDG, they do just take the inhibitor, and they're not looking for too much more. But still, that is not an inhib in trade, that is just an inner turret here.
Cuz and BDD are trying, probably not quite, just before the 30-second mark on this. But KT, do they find a roaming Gragas?
Well, he's looking for the back. It's empowered, but there it is, the Everfrost to try and keep him alive. But I have a feeling that even with his Zhonya's, he is still going to die. That is, yeah, that's...
JDG are on the way.
Yeah, they are. They're looking to try and help him out, but that's not going to work out. 4-3-6-9. Can they catch them out of position, or can they just take down some turrets? They don't have a wave, so it looks like the answer is no for now.
A lack of control. We'll see if they want to try and go for this nonetheless.
Look how little was used though. It's only the ult from BDD.
Yeah,
and he wants
teleport flank. I don't know about this one. It could be dangerous immediately. He is going to go into stasis, but the shockwave was put down. The Void Secret Ruler finds it. Kanavi finishes it off. The Featherstorm is going to be used. Aiming is the last hope here for KT. And the cease and assist goes down onto Ruler. KT is still trying to find it though. Keen gets one back onto the jungler, but into the back line was Cuz, and he is going to be taken down right there. And as it sits, it's 2 for 2.
In the 4 versus 5 though, JDG are able to get the 2 for 2. They're able to get the dragon, and it's these magnificent plays.
LPL first seed here. They are bearing down on KT now.
And it's so remarkable how oppressive JDG feel, because the goal is even as Cuz.
There's the knock-up. Do manage to get him over the wall there to relative safety. We've got fights happening all over the place. As Knight is fighting Keen, he manages to get the shockwave. He goes golden. Can he survive? Are the rest of JDG going to get here? There's the quickness used by Missing, and now it's Keen that could be in trouble, but he does have the counter-strike. There's the Unleashed Baroness 369 that pays for Knight's sins. And Missing might be getting the same treatment.
Oh, he's going deep!
That is so incredibly deep. The Cuz is the one that pays the price. At 1 for 1, it's
they
fine.
got mega cones, and then they...
You had an abort button on that particular R button there. You do not. Cuz was committed, and now JDG, they're going to start off. The Baron is going down extraordinarily quickly. Ruler has so many items. Keen has teleported in. Can they find a team fight, though, is the question. The Baron is out of it. And Keen, he goes golden, but it's going to be so hard to survive this. Counter-strike or no, Shockwave is a bit of a hula hoop, but Ruler is still going to say goodnight to Keen. There's the shutdown onto him. They take a blue buff, and now JDG just looking to press ever further forward with their
mega coning all over the place.
It is a dangerous tool in his hands, absolutely. For everyone.
Ruler!
He just looks for hands aiming. Gonna get the wild growth. Missing goes forward, and he's the one that might be taken down here as Aiming's moving forward. Ruler gets exhausted, but he's still gonna convince Aiming to exit the fight. And now Cuz is too far in. He tries to queue away, and somehow it just works out for the JDG 80 carry. They'll take the inner turret, and I don't think they're done there.
How the hell are JDG still up and swinging? Now Kanavi wants to go, still has the kick. Tower will fall.
30 seconds on Cuz. KT are going to try and hold on, but I don't know if they can.
Mid lane inhib is going to go down. They do have one siege minion available. They're going to have to wait for some waves, though, as they're getting to work on this bottom lane inhibitor. Keen Counter-Strike now on cooldown just for a little bit, but we're pretty late into this game.
15 seconds on Cuz.
Yeah, BDD, can he actually execute someone? Scatter goes wide, in goes Keen. Looks for the opportunity onto Missing, but he's so now. The Nexus is exposed. JDG a few auto attacks away from the semi-finals as the kick comes in. Aiming tries to stand his ground, but the Nexus is being fired.
It's so low!
Oh,
They end it! What? The cannon minion got one last shot off and they end the game!
That's how it's done, gentlemen. JDG will be heading to the semi-finals, and KT Rolster will have to start again next year.
Cool, calm and collected as always for JDG.
Yeah, no worries.
Not even close. And to be fair, you know, the ending might have been close, but the way that JDG was able to play out these team fights and regain control after KT tried to introduce so much chaos is remarkable.
These were some of the best highlights from the Worlds 2023 quarterfinals matchup between JDG and KT. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.